Welcome to a new series of Ova Magica, which I'm calling Blob Breeding Bonanza. In this series, we'll try to aim for a specific blob, in this episode a Pink Ballerina. Now before I start, obviously one key component is battling for eggs. So for example, you can see I battled some lotuses to get a lotus egg, which then I hatch in my barn because I will be using it in today's episode. Before starting the breeding process, I also wanted to make sure I have a very good barn to increase their happiness. So I put in an air condition. You can see a lot of painted eggs for decoration. It doesn't really matter for aesthetics, but I did want to give my blobs the best chance for their stats. Yeah, I do love the recoloring, trying to make everything pink. It makes it a good vibe. So now, let's get started. For the Pink Ballerina, I started with the pig and the kiwi because I wanted to transfer the kiwi ring and obviously the pink colors of the pig. After sleeping a couple of days, I obviously continued to pet for them every day, and I was giving them blob cravings food, so I increased their max health. Similarly, I was also giving them playtime, so like the basketball with the pig, which I actually got 8 in a row, which was very lucky, to increase the max energy. Because I'm gonna do this for a long while, I thought might as well make sure that my eggs will have very high health and energy. It was time to look into our first hatch, and boom boom. Drum roll, please. It's a brown kiwi. The white beak was nice, to be fair, but it was not what I wanted, so I put it up for blob adoption, and we continued with the process by repeating, actually, feeding the hard fruits to the kiwi and the pig. The next hatch was kind of even worse. It's just a brown pig. Was not a fan. Is third time a charm? No, it's not, because we got another brown kiwi kind of thing. But then at the fourth hatch, we finally got something better. We finally got the pink tutu. To move on to the next stage, I got in the bee and the kiwi with the pink tutu to make eggs, and our first brood egg from this couple was the following hatch, which is not what I wanted. It's has no elements, to be honest, so I tried again and I got this pink bee thing, a pink swirl, so I used that with the bee because I'm like, maybe that's a better combination, right? I did another hatch and kind of same looking, but now this one has wings. So this has the two elements we want, the tutu and the wing. So I decided to pair it with the pig for our next breed to breed down the color. That's not what I got. I got a bold yellow pig. And then I tried again, and I got a very similar result actually, which is a pink bald pig. But at least it had a tail. I repeated those two couples just another time for finally this thing with the swirl. And I kind of like, wait, that's not what I want. I'm not going to start breeding over again. I'm going to reload. And my man will save fight before going to bed and sleep, so I get a new hatch. So this is what I started doing from now on to save a lot of time. Then I repeated, I got this pink bee antenna pig, and then another try for what is finally pink wings and pink tutu. Now it's still not what we want, but this time I gave this the heart fruit along with the pig to try and bring the pink color on the base. Our first hatch was just a pig with bee wings, But it was closer because now we can guarantee the bee wings. So I decided to breed that with the bee. And we got what I kind of was expecting, the pink ballerina pig. But I don't think I'm done for now, so I wanted to get the lotus to breed down the face with our pink ballerina pig. Our first hatch here was just another pink ballerina but without wings. Then we tried again, we got a green pig, which I think is very hilarious. And then tried again for what is the most hilarious one, which is a pig with the lotus head, the tutu, and the wings. I wasn't sure where to go from here, so I bred that with the lotus. I really have fun seeing these products. Got a couple of ones, including a lotus with the pink bee wings. It was kind of pretty actually. And then I used that with the original pink pig ballerina. And got this. It was closer kind of, but I'm like, no, I'm just gonna reload. And I got this pig lotus bee. No, and I reloaded for what is finally our end result. The pink ballerina with a tutu and bee wings, generation 10. Now that it's done, I wanted to kind of get a quick glance at the ones I stored to make our baby angel, and also the ones I sent up for adoption at Flint, so we can see the other ones that we adopted. So yeah, this is the ballerina for this episode. Before going into the next episode, help me decide what should be our next breed project. So let's show what base blobs I have. I have the 3 ones, penguin, party, and hedgehog in my party. Then we have sheep, clover, butterfly, pig, chicken, bee, cow, and the mushroom. Those are the harvesters. Then I have the turtle, lotus, weather, and bat. For the forest we have rabbit, pumpkin, squirrel, and the kiwi. We also have the music one. And in the storm bar, we have crow, orca, deer, and beach, which are some of the coolest ones. So yeah, let me know what you'd like to see for our next episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye bye.